we continue with that, it is my duty, I believe, to let you in on some things which I think are mind-expanding. I don't know if you've ever had experiences like this. I am a fan of all things physics-related. I have loved science all my life, loved organic chemistry, really did, loved cis-trans isomers, Avogadro's number, and I have an insatiable interest in, quantum mechanics and string theory, and I'm certainly not proficient at it, but I like to dabble in it. I like to at least expand my mind. Einstein's twins paradox, Heisenberg's uncertainty, all that stuff. And years ago, I came across something which I wanted to share with you, and I've always wanted to share with people, but I've told my young assistants here, you stand in German, I said, this today, when you leave, you will not be the same. Something happened. We have profound moments. Years ago, I came across this fellow named Gene Ray, who authored something which really was a pivotal moment and changed my life. The author of Time Cube. And like I said, if you can't handle stuff that's profoundly heavy, this may not be the show for you. Gene Ray, author of Time Cube, welcome again to the Lionel Show, my friend.
Hey, Lionel, how you doing?
Gene, it's been years, but I'm still not recovered of how you changed my life, Gene.
Well, we're still going through them. Much deeper.
Gene, for those people who have no idea what we're talking about, give us, if you could, a quick adumbration review of Time Cube.
Well, all creation is cubic. In other words, the basics, the sex organs of male and female are opposites.
Sex organs are opposite.
It's to prove that male and female are totally opposite creatures. Who have a great attraction to each other. Mm-hmm. All humans exist between the opposites of male and female. Mm-hmm. As like a plus and minus, they equate to a zero-value existence. As an entity, they cancel out. The Earth has two opposite hemispheres. They rotate in opposite directions. They equate to a zero-value existence. They only exist as opposites. The universe is composed of opposites. It's like the parallel universe. It even comes down to your body. Your body has parallel legs. Your body is parallel opposites. And as an entity, you cancel out. You only exist as opposites. Mm-hmm. The whole universe is composed of opposites. And but anyhow, when you're born, you're born with an opposite brain. Mm-hmm. In other words, it's like a godly brain because it's you can do analytical thought process.
And the hemispheres themselves, Gene, show us morphologically the opposite nature of the brain.
Well, the brain is opposite, is parallel opposite, and the part of the thing about it, your eyes have been relocated like the fish flounder. How the eyes are moved to one side?
Right.
Well, you have opposite eyes. Everything about you is composed of opposites. And but you can't walk opposite. You can't move opposite. So
I have.
Your eyes were relocated to a front corner where they overlay to allow you to have a single perspective. But the single perspective screws up your opposite mind. You should be able to see with your mind what you can't comprehend with your eyes.
Now, Gene Ray, author of Time Cube, and by the way, you can go to timecube.com. What is Time Cube?
Well, you take a cube. The opposite corners of midday and midnight. There are two minor corners of sun up and sundown.
Right.
Now, listen to this math.
Okay.
Midday to midday is 24 hours, right?
Right.
Sundown to sundown, 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Midnight to midnight, 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Sun up, 24 hours.
Right.
That's 96 hours in a single rotation of Earth. That's 4 days. But the midday like a light race day, sundown to Asian, midnight to black, sun up to Indian. Each Earth, the time cube, which is you have a cube with the Earth in it.
Sure.
And it divides the Earth into 4 quadrants. Okay. Each quadrant rotates its own 24 hours. And it has its own separate days. There are 4 different days, 4 different races, and you're born as a cube. So you're born to rotate 4 corners of life.
We are born as a cube.
Well, it's a cube. You're cubing Earth.
Right.
You just put the Earth sphere. Earth relates to the cube.
Precisely.
A square and a circle, and the cube and a sphere. And so the Earth actually has the 4 quadrants, but they just are rounded corners. Actually, is all they are.
Because if you think about it, a square, or a circle, I should say, a sphere, is nothing but a square or a cube that's rounded.
That's right. A cube, a circle has no value.
None.
It's an embodiment. It has no value until it's divided. And then what you've done, you created 2 opposites.
Exactly.
Like you do not have 2 hands. You have opposite hands, like plus and minus. If you add them together, they cancel out.
They're almost like the inorganic chemistry. It's the chiral opposite theory. Now,
right. That's
Gene,
what it is.
Gene, I remember when I first... And I'm telling you, I can only just thank you again for opening my mind up to this. But when I first talked to you, those many years ago, you were trying to introduce this into school systems, universities. Are you still trying to do that, sir?
Well, yeah, I'm going to try to sneak into a meeting Monday night at 5 o'clock. There's a bunch of Georgia Tech mathematicians. They come up to Cummings, Georgia, and they meet with the school and the paper, and they try to create new math. I hope I can get in to challenge them. Most places, they will not let me challenge.
Why?
I have a young fellow in the house now that's from Australia.
Right.
And he just did the time cube flyer in his school over there, and they kicked him out. They sent out all these psychiatrists to him, and he's got to go to a psychiatrist before he goes back to school.
You see, Gene,
but
Gene, you know this, my friend, and I've known this, that throughout history, whenever somebody has come upon an idea that is so profoundly different, that goes against the grain, from Galileo to Einstein to St. Paul to Rodney Allen Rippey, throughout history, people, great minds, have been met by forces, negative forces, trying to stanch, to quell what you're saying.
Right, and what was Galileo famous for?
I believe his excommunication.
He said that sun was the center of the universe, not the Earth.
He taught a heliocentric theory along with Copernicus. Gene Ray, for people who'd like to learn more about Time Cube, and I certainly couldn't say it as eloquently as you could, or as you did rather, timecube.com is where they can go, correct?
You're right.
Timecube.com, and can they reach you there if they have any questions, Gene?
And that is, Google now puts it out in 100 different languages. And it's
really
one of 10 of over 40 million. It has gone up to 89 million. And it's published in the University of Taiwan.
Well, Gene Ray from timecube.com, my friend, I want to tell you, I just can't tell you enough how I think differently because of you. And I want to thank you for opening my mind to the notes of the Time Cube. This
will be the next paradigm shift from singularity, oneism, to cubicism.
Gene Ray, thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Gene Ray from timecube.com. I'm telling you, it's not for everybody, but then again, quantum mechanics isn't either. Coming up, the latest from our drunk dialing line. We might have just done it inadvertently. We might add that to it. More of the Lionel Show. Also coming up, Quadrant 3, we have our tribute to the American Eagle. And this hour, perhaps, if I'm feeling frisky enough, wait till you hear the bombshell, the bombshell, so to speak, or bombshell, that Joe Biden dropped on Barack Obama last night. Don't forget our website, airamerica.com/Lionel. Our number toll-free, 866-303-2270. And also, if you'd like to blog about what Gene Ray just said, I think it speaks for itself. You are certainly entitled to do so. More coming up on the Lionel Show, so stay tuned.